Hi everyone, it's Marcin Hagmajer from Xpeng. We've talked a whole lot about different libraries, and this talk will be about putting those libraries in actually a project. The project that we'll be discussing is making an art gallery accessible to everyone over the internet. The story starts with this building. This building is perhaps the most famous Polish art gallery. You might know that it's a national art of modern arts, located very, very close to here, just 15 minutes walk, on the edge of the Saxon Garden. This building, even though it is very solid and beautiful, it has limited space. It's not possible to display all the art pieces in this space. So virtually the only option is to make all of it digital and available online. Unfortunately, this is a complicated task. Luckily, there is this foundation called Centrum Cyfrowe, led by Marta and her two partners. It's a foundation who works with public institutions such as Zachęta to help them digitalize their arts. And they've done amazing consulting job for them to write down what sort of software do they need to make this happen. And they invited us, Xpeng company, to apply to their tender process, and we ended up working with them on the project. So the entire project is about digitalization of art, and the piece that we work with is putting this online on the website. So there is three important parts in the software. First of all, we're gonna need a place where to store all the multimedia data. That's gonna be images, movies, and can even be 3D scans of sculpture. And to make this happen, we're using the International Image Interoperability Framework, which allows us to host the data so that other engines can also directly read from it. So at the most basic level, it already has a good API that other systems can connect to. So that's the first foundation part. And on top of that, on top of it, we have a CMS. It's a no-code system which is going to allow Zachęta employees to create the digital experience that they need without any need for coding. And the way we did that, we used Strapi. Strapi is an open source project. It's free to use, like all of the other parts of the stacks that we use. And what it does, it allows you to create a schema for your website. So you can say that you want, for instance, have a art collection with all of those different fields, and what our solution does is going to translate that into TypeScript interfaces. So you pretty much design your system in this nice UI, and you get all of the code that's required to actually make it work in your repository. What's also interesting aspect of this project is that it comes not only with code but also with the data for the CMS. So what we do, we end up committing into the repository the SQL file with the data to make sure that we do versioning not only for the code but also for the content. And Strapi is so cool; it can even allow you to make a complicated website where you can choose subcomponents that you want to place there. So, no matter the complexity of the page, they'll be able to do it, and they will also be able to see all the arts here. So for the web frontend, we use Next.js, pretty awesome stuff, static site generation, really fast. And we already have 5 Fidelity prototypes that we'll be implementing with the Next.js, and this system should be live in second part of the year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marcin.